Stop scrolling through endless online classifieds looking for a cheap European luxury car that is going to empty your wallet the second you drive it off the lot. If you want a used car that actually respects your hard-earned money, you need to look at what is sitting right in front of us. Buying a used vehicle is always a bit stressful because you're inheriting someone else's driving habits and maintenance history. But when you are looking at a 2023 model of this specific Japanese compact, you're essentially cheating the system. Because it is only a few years old, you're skipping that initial massive depreciation hit that the first owner took, but you are still getting a car that feels, drives, and smells practically brand new. Let us talk about why this exact model year is the sweet spot in the used car market right now. First off, by 2023, all the minor bugs and quirks from the earlier years of this generation had been completely ironed out. You're getting the absolute best version of this platform. The powertrain, which is a 2.0-liter four-cylinder naturally aspirated engine, is basically bulletproof. We see these engines constantly hit 200,000 miles with nothing more than basic fluid changes. When you're inspecting one of these on a used lot, there are barely any common failure points to check for. You look at the oil, make sure it's not black and sludgy, check the tire tread, and ensure the continuously variable transmission engages smoothly when you shift from park to drive. That's pretty much it. There are no notorious timing chain issues, no turbo lag problems, and no complex electrical gremlins hiding in the dashboard. Speaking of the dashboard, the 2023 interior gives you the modern tech you actually care about without the bloated software that plagues newer experimental cars. You get a crisp, responsive touchscreen with wireless smartphone integration, so your navigation and podcasts are always right there. The physical climate control buttons are a massive win here too. You do not have to dig through 3 touchscreen menus just to turn up the air conditioning on a hot day. You just reach down and turn a solid, tactile dial. It's brilliant in its simplicity. Now let us address the driving dynamics, because a used car still needs to be pleasant to drive. The independent rear suspension on this generation completely transformed how it handles imperfect roads. It glides over bumps and expansion joints with a level of refinement that you usually only find in mid-size sedans. The cabin insulation is surprisingly thick, so you don't get that hollow tin can feeling when you're cruising on the highway at 70 miles per hour. Safety is another massive reason this dominates the used market. You get pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control that works all the way down to a complete stop, and lane tracing assist. Finding a used car with this level of active safety equipment standard on every single trim is incredibly rare. So why does this stand out among all the other used cars? Because it completely removes the anxiety of vehicle ownership. You buy it, you put gas in it, you change the oil every 5,000 miles, and it just works. It's the ultimate tool for getting from point A to point B comfortably, safely, and economically. When you factor in the superb fuel efficiency netting you easily over 35 miles per gallon combined, you realize that this car is actively saving you money every single day you own it. It's not just a smart purchase, it's the most logical automotive decision you can make in today's unpredictable market. Even the exterior styling holds up exceptionally well. The sharp headlights and the wide, aggressive front grille give it a presence on the road that previous generations completely lacked. And if you're worried about finding parts if something does somehow break, do not be, because they manufactured millions of these. Every auto parts store in the country has brake pads, rotors, and air filters sitting right there on the shelf. If you ever want to do your own maintenance, like swapping out a cabin air filter, there are hundreds of videos online showing you exactly how to do it in your own driveway. Ultimately, finding a dependable used car doesn't have to be a guessing game. When you choose a platform with decades of proven engineering pedigree behind it, you are setting yourself up for years of stress-free driving.